Well, we have not done this since 1990, but England are into the semi-final of the World Cup. Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock, and England have booked their place after a very, very long time in the semi-final after beating Sweden 2-0 yesterday. And you've got to say, great win. I thought it was a great performance. Sweden, I thought, were poor. And despite having a poor record against Sweden mostly, we absolutely took the game to them. I've got to say, Sweden defensive wise were absolutely shocking. I've got to say, embarrassing a lot of the time. And England managed to capitalise on it. I've got to say about that. And it was just another great performance for the lads. You see, Southgate goes with the same team. A lot of people are wanting Sterling to be dropped by the looks of it, but even though he's like wasting chances, Sterling, he looks to me like he's terrorising defenders on the pitch by the looks of it. And he did that yesterday. Just putting his body about. It's just he's struggling to find the back of the net, I can see. But the abuse I've been hearing is absolutely out of order. Oh, well, he didn't have a bad performance. You just get annoyed when he doesn't tuck away the chances he should have. Particularly one of them I'm going to say about that. But so England win a corner and the ball is whipped in by Ashley Young. And who is there? Harry Maguire, who I think has been one of England's key defenders in the World Cup, manages to rise above a few Sweden players. Just manages to head it down into the ground a little bit, which is the bounce which beats the Sweden goalkeeper. Back of the net, 1-0. You're thinking, wow, we're in the driving seat. Here we go already. And now all we got to do is be careful a lot of the time. So we don't want to give away silly balls away. But then you're thinking, here was the chance before half-time. Henderson, long ball forward. A bit like a Jonjo Shelvey kind of ball, I've got to say. And the Sweden defender was just watching it go behind him. Now, that I've got to say, that is absolutely embarrassing defending. That is absolutely woeful defending. And I think the Sweden fans would be going ballistic about that, because that is just, we were conceding a lot of goals in the World Cup by letting balls go over the defender's head or bouncing over the head. The ball came into Sterling. You think he's going to put it in, which was saved. He again gets back the ball. Then Sweden are just managing to get players back, and all Sterling had to do here was play a square ball to Harry Kane, and he's going to put it in for 2-0. He then tries another shot. It was deflected and out for a corner. And you're thinking, is this really going to come back to bite with? And are we going to end up conceding a goal at this rate? My God. And then the second half, and Sweden did get a very good chance. The ball was whipped in. It was a very powerful, dangerous header. Which was aiming, but I think Pickford was standing near the post where the ball was going. Gets his hand on it. Great save. Yes, you can see he's a Sunderland fan, but a very young lad in goal has done very well for England in this competition so far. You cannot fault the lad whatsoever. And then Trippier then plays the ball to Lingard, who then whips it in outside of the box, and none other, completely unmarked, was Dele Alli, heads it in, 2-0 England, and you're thinking, this looks like game over now. Sweden, you think, have been very poor defensively wise. We're going to knock them out in the quarterfinals, and we are going to go to the semi-final. And they go, and then they did have another couple of chances, Sweden. Another great save, and then another one from Berg, which was tipped over the bar. So yeah, Sweden did have maybe a few chances at least, but I thought it was poor from them, I've got to say about that. They're not going to be the team now. Since Zlatan Ibrahimovic retired now from international football. There you go. So I'm just glad we've booked our place in the semi-final of the World Cup against Croatia, who beat Russia on penalties. And I've got to say, I watched that game. That was a boring game. It was a poor game, I thought, and it went down to penalties. Now Croatia have only went through in the knockout stages on penalties, and we've won one penalty shootout, but we beat Sweden 2-0. I'm hoping England are going to be the fresh out the lot of them, and if we really Southgate cannot make any changes. I think it will be pointless if he makes changes. What is the point of changing a winning team? I think Southgate will definitely go with his same team against Croatia on Wednesday. And hopefully we can take it to Croatia, because Croatia have been very good in this competition as well. So we have to be on the lookout. They've got players like Modric, Rakitic, Mandzukic, players like that. So we do have to be an eye out. As I said, we still can't get too carried away yet. But as I said, semi-final after a very, very long time, at least since 1990. Well, yeah, we're there now, so it's going to be... Can we go to the final? And hopefully, can we actually win the World Cup? We will just have to wait and see about that. But just very happy we're in the semi-final. Really hope we can beat Croatia. What do you think will happen? Please let me know what you think. I would like to hear your comments on this as well. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'd much appreciate if you do. As I said, give me a like. Give a like on the video. Let us know what you think as well, as I said before. I will see you all here. Take care of yourselves. Bring on Croatia. Can England beat them and get to the World Cup final? Come on, let's do this.